Hi guys, so today I'll be trying out the Autoship for the Diamond Press Hidden Messages set. This is the one with the little kind of iris like shutter. It was one of the first ones that Diamond Press came out with on HSN that had to do with like that interactivity in that way. So these items were sent free of charge from Diamond Press for my review, and all the paintings are my own. And any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. Having said that, this is not something you can pick up right now. I do not know if they're bringing any of them back. People ask that all the time. I have no idea. The thing is with this Autoship add-on, you need the basic mechanism for this to work or to make sense. So I don't know unless they have enough, maybe they'll bring them back, but just you have to have the basic mechanism. Speaking of, I know on Diamond Press's site they did bring in just the basic mechanism. I did a review on it the other day of just how to dress this up on your own, since if you don't have like the Autoship other pieces that go on top of this, but this is the basic shutter mechanism. So you can I believe you can still pick this up on mydiamondpress.com, and then there's a 20% off code in the description box for you guys to use there every day and whenever you like on my Diamond Press. But again, they do have the basic mechanism. And I say this pretty much every time I do an Autoship, and then people still ask how they can get the Autoship. With Autoships on HSN, the day they were presented, like when they first launched, usually it used to only be that day you can get it. Sometimes they extend it for a couple days now, maybe a week. You can still sign up, maybe if they bring it back. But normally it's as soon as they launch it, you have an option to get it on Autoship, whatever that item is, if they have an Autoship with it. And then later you can't get into the Autoship. Sometimes they bring things back like that are a longer program, like that are just keep going on for years and years, and then they'll open it up again maybe the next year. But with Diamond Press, they're usually like 6 months to a year kind of auto ship programs. So this one I believe is the third one, which reminds me I have not tried out the second one, but I will. So let's open this up. I know I had a lot of questions from when I unboxed it the other day, so I wanted to answer those. So it's really sweet because I love that it comes with the pockets. So we have two more of the folder pockets here. The stamps, again, I unboxed it just the other day, so I went through the stamps there. But this is cute because it has the ones you can put right in the center, and they have, so when you stamp it, it's the color, the whole color, then the letters are whatever paper you stamped it on, right? That color comes through. So we can weather any storm, you're always on my mind. Cute little things that will fit in within the circle, like when you open up the shutter. And of course you can use these without that. It's just, however you like. They give you rain or shine, a cute little face that you can put on the little sun, I believe is what it's supposed to look like. We'll get to that in a second. I believe that's the same thing. A little face here, you have your little birds, clouds, some sunshine to brighten your day. A nice sweet little border that is really fun. So lots of stamps here, and then we have our dice. So I did not open the dice completely the day, as you can see, they're still in the package. But I did bring out also the original shipment that you would then have the auto ship for, because that also would have your basic mechanism, right? That's where most people would have it if they signed up for the auto ship. They have their mechanism there. So I have mine here. And again, all these things are mix and match, all this little like flower, if you want to put that in with a little sunshine in the background, however you want to work it, they all kind of, you can play with that. So these are the dies. The little sun is just, I love it. And then the little tiny one here, we have the umbrella pieces that you can put together. So it has a background and it also has the topper, which is really cool. You can paper piece back in these three little pieces real easy if you wanted to do something cute with that. I think it says shine, sunshine. No, it doesn't say shine. I'll bet you. I'm always wrong, so it looks like that, but no, it's a smile, I think, because I would say if this says sunshine, this definitely has different words, so it's smile. We have the little birds to cut out from the stamping. We have clouds, which I love. The little arrow just to say, to turn, so people know to turn it to open the shutter. Maybe a raindrop or maybe yeah, it looks like raindrops. And then even the umbrella has an extra handle piece, so that's really nice. And this little guy right here will make you like a rainbow. So we'll look at that in just a second. Let's look at the instructions because that will show you a little bit more about that. I think that's really fun. Cute. It's hard to decide. This is the one, they're all super cute, but I was really excited for this one just because look at that little rainbow, of course. And then the little, oh, how cute. So they're showing you can use the clouds, obviously, like at the end of your rainbow. But if you had it like looking like a little storm cloud, adorable. All the stamps, there it is. Okay, I thought those were eyes. They're little cheeks. You can stamp like little cheeks for your little eyes. That's cute. Again, rain or shine, however you want to decorate it. You have your sun, you have the little rainbow pieces. all the basic mechanism, obviously, that you're going to put together before, add it to your card, and you're, you know, off to the races. So let me grab some colors. I think I want to do the rainbow, even though I really want to do the sun too. It does have a little tip here that for the sun, if you cut out the die 2 times on different colors, then you can have a little different colored sun there if you want to do that. It's going to be the rainbow, guys. Oh, that is so cute. Okay, let me grab some papers. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I've cut the basic pieces. We need 5 of this die. Now, again, you have to have the original set or, you know, yeah, basically. So I have 5 of these, and just, you know, in the new instructions, it skips right to step 8. So it says to do 1 through 7 from the original set, which of course is just your basic stuff. Real easy. Again, you're gonna need 2 of the rotating ring, the 5 shutters, 1 anchor, and 2 of the other ring. These outer rings are kind of what covers up the basic mechanism, makes it look nice, and then these are the pieces that we will need. So I did cut some card down. Now I was looking for something, you know, I found some paper that's so cute. It had umbrellas and things, but it was different from this blue, and I already cut these things. So I went with this. I thought this was really cute, kind of whitewashed, and I like the little hearts that are here. I'm going to make the little rainbow out of 4 colors, well, really 2 colors, but a deep and a light color of each kind of color family, pink and purple. And I just thought that was cute. So this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4 on a standard A2 size card. And I think I'm going to orient it this way because I haven't done that before. I think we always orient them this way. So I'll stick that down in just a minute. And these pieces, let's just get them ready. So basically the first thing is we've cut all our pieces. Then you're going to glue these together, wrong side facing. So this is the ugly cut side. And this is just making it sturdy. I usually use sturdier paper, but this paper I think is the heavyweight paper from Hobby Lobby. And once we glue it together, I think it'll be even sturdier. So I don't have a problem with this being what I use here. And again, wrong sides facing. And so you're basically making yourself a sturdy piece anyway, just from having done this. Okay. And then in that same step, that's step number 2, step number 1 would be cutting the pieces. You have these guys. So I'm doing this kind of quickly because I've already gone over this before, especially in the first video on making these. So you can definitely go back and check those out. So right cut side where it looks nice because the die pushed into this side, and this, you're going to push this little side up and curve those in. I don't get too hung up on it right now because it's not a big deal. But those want to come up, and then these little guys, you want to push them back towards the wrong side. You can just turn it over and turn them, you know, pop them towards you, however it is. So that's what you want to do with all 5 of these guys. Usually I give this some time to dry, but this is Nouveau Deluxe Adhesive, should be ready. And what you're going to do is insert these little guys through the back. Now, this looks the same on front and back. I didn't use different color paper or anything like that, so it doesn't really matter. Just choose one. And you're going to place these little pieces. So right now I'm going to pop this guy through. And to lock it in, you have these little brackets, basically. So I'm going to do that in each one of these. Just come in and pop these guys in, okay? And I will be right back. Last one in. That is step 5. And maybe you can see these are basically going to go into close on top of each other like this. Okay, so step number 4 is to flip it to the front side and rotate each shutter, which I did one. It was on the back. It doesn't super matter, I think. Other than that, you can see on this side exactly, instead of sticking one maybe behind another one, you're just layering them over the top of each other. Hope you can see that. It'd be very hard to get one behind because it just doesn't want to go, so they just go right on top. And now we're going to go to number 5, which is just the next thing to do. And I always tell you guys, I position it this way just to not confuse people, not for me not to get confused. It doesn't quite matter, but there is an empty spot on this anchor that you want to make sure is the same. All right, so as we look at this, we have our little pieces here, and we have these little tabs that are facing up. We have this guy, we have this little pointer, right, the part that we're going to turn, and that whole empty space is right there. So I always just remember to put one of these guys right close to this, and that should, you know, help you out. And we're just going to place it right on top, and then these little guys want to pop right out, and that's what we want them to do. So what we do is open them up, and that's what's going to anchor that. And that's that, as you can see. Okay, so it looks something like this. On that side it has those little brackets, but we just covered it with the anchor. Now, what we're gonna do with these little tabs is glue them on this other side. So we are gonna just flip it back over, which is basically the back side. But again, it doesn't quite matter, as that's just, you know, how it is. So we're gonna flip it over here. I'm gonna put this down just for a second. We're gonna take one of our 2 rings. Again, they can be the same color, they can be different colors, whatever it is that you wanna do. One is gonna go on top and one is gonna go in the back of everything just to help you glue things down. But one is gonna be visible at times, so always remember that. So this is the back. We're just gonna bring this up, and these little tabs are gonna come up and over, and I don't do it super tight. They do actually have score marks. If you look very closely, maybe right there, 1, 2. So it does have a little bit of a width. I just kind of bend it, and you know, that's good enough for me, but it's pretty much bending on those score lines. I never really paid attention to them. I just kind of turn it. I'm just not making it flat is what I'm trying to say. I'm not keeping it super tight. Okay, so I think that's it. And you can put the little glue, not too much. You don't want it going everywhere, but put some glue on those tabs. Like this one I'm going to wipe down, and I'll use that glue over here just to hold these guys down. So I have one more to do over here behind my hand. I know you can't see it because here, this guy. And I'll hold those down till it's pretty much almost ready. As you can see, I'm kind of keeping the glue towards the tip because I don't want it to end up oozing out the back and then holding this down where it's not supposed to. So this is the back of your little piece here. What I'm gonna do is turn it over. And basically we're on number 7 now. And number 7, before we get there, that's kind of what I was giving it a chance to firm up. You just want to make sure that you have this ready to go, that it's actually in working order. So there it goes. How cute. I always feel like it's magic when this works. Okay, so there we go. And so what we're going to do at this point is just glue on your second ring. This is going to be the ring that is visible. So if you wanted this a certain color, just know that the one that we do on step 7 is the one that's going to be on top and doing whatever it is that you need it to do. So I'm just going to put a little glue here. Again, to keep that down, but you don't want it to interfere with this stuff. So we're just kind of putting it here. And I'll kind of show you what that looks like. Because like, let's say you're maneuvering it. See these little guys? They're clearing that area. Here, this one's a little bit dangerously close. So maybe I'll fix that. Put a little, move it over there. Okay. And in making this, I wanted to do like a shaker kind of involved with this. Does that make sense? Like do something so that there's a little shaker in there too. I have to figure that part out, but I'll figure it out. I just haven't given it too much thought yet, but maybe one day. I was even thinking under this whole piece, you could put a shaker, you know, put the foam on this and put it down on your card and then make it a shaker underneath. And then this still. So, I mean, there's easier ways to do it, and instead of building it in, because I think it'll be harder to build it in, but I think we could do it. So keep an eye out in the future for that one. And I mean, that's it. That's our basic mechanism. So I did keep the little circles that popped out of all of these because I figured I'd probably use one of them to stamp like my little face, so it has like a little happy face in the middle of our rainbow. So I'm gonna put that to the side for a second. I'm gonna grab the papers I need. I'm gonna grab the dies from the new Autoship, and I'll be right back. I have plenty of these little circles, so if I mess something up, we can do it again. So it's just the circles that popped out, like I said, from those other pieces. So we do want this guy. I'll use that in just a minute. And since I'm not quite sure where I want to put that, I was thinking about putting it over to the side like this, but then I was like, well, maybe we want to see all the hearts. We can orient it however we want. You know, I'm saying it works this way. If you want it up on top, more towards the middle. I was thinking about putting it over here though. And then maybe if I have room for it, I don't know if I'll have room for it. Putting like the little umbrella over here. Huh, maybe I could still do that. It doesn't have to be up high, you know. Aw. Okay, we will see. As far as that part, we don't need to stick it down quite yet. I'm just gonna do the face. So I have the little face, little smiley, and then the little cheeks. Again, we have a little tiny one too for that little sun that we have that we can cut out. So I'm going to do this with these little cheeks. And that'll be inside of this. Let me see. Of course, she's going to be smiling. I like a smaller block. Okay. So So I'm just going to do this. And I was debating if I should do the pink first or the black, but I think it'll be okay. I'll just do the face first. And then, so cute. Adorable. And we can use this for all kinds of things later if you like, just have the little face. And then I'm going to do her little cheeks, which I guess are going to go in there. Let me look at this picture again. What do we got? Here we go. Yeah, oh, look at that. Oh, that's what the little sun is for too, so it can be behind there. So, you know, I was going to go with the umbrella, but whatever you like, of course. Let's see. Or all of it. You do the umbrella and the, you know, the sun, however you like. I am going to cut some little clouds out of white paper just to have them. I'm just eyeballing this, and I guess it goes there. Aw, little sweetie. Okay. And so that's going to be our little face for the center. So what I'm going to do is cut out quite a few of the little clouds just because I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with them or where we're going to put them. So we have a couple here. I'm going to cut out a few of those. And for our rainbow, each one of these sections cuts out. So it has a cut line, even though it has a dotted line too, but the cut line is going to cut separately. So I have a couple different colors of purple and 2 different colors of pink. And I thought they were cute. Now, since this is a arch shape, like this, it'd be very hard to match up because a lot of times when I'm going to cut part of a die, I'll just put paper on that part, you know. This is not going to be something that we can do that with. We're going to cut the whole thing. So for each one of these colors, I'm going to cut the whole thing. Okay, so I'm going to put that through the marquee and then do the same thing with like this one. And then the 2 purples, okay? And I will be right back. So I stuck that down. I have lots of little pieces in front of me here. So what I'm going to do, I think, is go from the darker coral color to the next color, which would be this guy. And then the next being the darker purple. Nope, that's not it. There's 4. This one here. I had mentioned before I also want to do like a rainbow shutter, which each shutter has a different color, each one of these little mechanisms in here. I was thinking about doing it here, but then there was 5 of them, there's 4 of this. What other color do I want to introduce? So I just decided not to do that, but that would be very cute. So, again, now that we have this guy, where are we orienting this so that, you know, our little rainbow is where we want it? So let me think about that for a second, because I did want to add clouds to this too. So if the little cloud was here, it'd be out of the way. I suppose that's the best thing. And then when I bring it over here, if I put it, see, that's what we got to think about. It needs to be a little more this way. And bring it down to here. Okay. So if we're up here and bring it down to here, then we need, that should still be okay. Okay, so I'm gonna glue them in this fashion. So let me take a little bit of glue. I'll put the first one, then I'll know where to put the rest of them. And if they're a little off, it's not the biggest deal, because I'm gonna put the clouds, and the clouds will cover the very ends of it. But they should nestle in together pretty well. So I'm going to put this one down first, so I have like a place marker basically where I'm trying to put my pieces, and then I'll go from there. Just kind of keeping the eye on that. All right, and then I'm just going to glue in the next one and the next one and the next one. So basically I'll just, you know, the next one will be right inside of that one, the next one and the next one, and I'll be right back. Very last one, just holding it down. And they just nestle in with each other because, you know, they came from the same die, so they're perfectly ready to go. And you know what, guys? I'm just going to go for it. Why not? Let me cut a piece of acetate to sit back here. It doesn't have to be a circle. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. It needs to cover this hole right here. So I am going to grab a piece of acetate, and I'll be right back. Okay, we have a piece here. Now, of course, if you have a circle and you want to cut it down, go ahead. I just have this piece that I just found, and I'm just going to, it doesn't even, like I said, have to be a circle, to be honest. I don't know. I'm just making it into a circle shape. But just a square, as long as it covers that spot, and this might still be a little bit too big. Let's see. Yeah. Bring it in quite a bit. we're gonna go for it. There we go. And I'm just gonna put this down. We really want this to be stuck down because this is gonna get manipulated quite a bit, right? When people kind of play with it. So I really want a lot of glue on that. And then I'm gonna back this up with double the foam so that it just has more foam helping it adhere to your card base. And I think this will be really fun. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute. I'll grab my sequins or whatever I'm gonna put in there, probably something like sequins, and the foam tape, and I'll be right back. All these little pieces, keep them for a different card. You can use them again. I may have lost my mind on this one. We will see what happens. I think this is gonna be cute, but I don't know. And I'll see, I can put the tape on the card itself, but I'm gonna go ahead and back it up on here. And like I said, I'm gonna put twice as much. So I'm gonna start down here, you know, and come around. Now, if you have the diamond press, any of those shaker kits, you can probably trim down what you need from that too. And actually, I guess you could cut the whole circles. I know they have some larger ones. That might be worth trying. And then you would just have the whole circle being foam down here. And you don't have to fashion it like I'm doing. But whatever you got, we can make it work. Okay, so I'm going to do it twice. So I'm going to come back around with this one just so that we have more sturdiness holding this down, okay? And I'll be right back. Looking at this, this is what I want. So I'm going to glue these guys down just because I think they're cute where they are. And you could also put dimension on that if you wanted. Of course, don't put any glue here because you don't want to stick to that. Just kind of putting it over on this side. So cute. Okay, now if this is here and we have it doing its thing, I'm just going to eyeball kind of. So what I normally do is I stick this down and then I would put this little circle, nestle it through the hole, right? Obviously I put the things down because I'm not going to do that this time. So what I need to do this time, since I don't really have that ability, is I'm going to kind of look and see where this needs to be, right about there, and then I'm just going to make it work. Wherever this is, that's where I'm going to put this, basically, you know? So, let's see. That's where it opens up. All right. Just a little bit more over like here. And I have a little time to play with that just to make sure that's where I want it. Let's see. In here. Yeah, that's probably pretty good. Okay, it's fine. Right where it is. And so now that's where I'm going to put my little sequins right on top of her face. And then we're going to look right through it to place them. So again, not too many. I just wanted something cute in there. This needs to get in here. This all needs to get right inside her little face. Okay. I'm gonna take the back off this and I will be right back. And now on this one, I didn't make it butt up because it doesn't matter. What you want is this middle one, the part that's closest to the aperture. Definitely needs to be butted up so that you don't have any escaping sequins. Sequins? Sequins. I think it's a different word. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Woo. Okay, let's keep this little guy open. Still thinking about how I want to turn it, right? Because I said like from here to here. Maybe it can go from there to over here. Yeah, that's fine. So I took the backing off and I'm just eyeballing this where I'm gonna end up putting this. Now this thing has completely moved because I just changed my mind all the time, but that is okay. And I'm just eyeballing this again. Usually I try to make sure everything's where I want it before I squish it. I give it a little bit of a flip over and I press from the back. You guys, this is cute. And not hard. Like all we did was just add, look, just a little sequence in there. Sequins. And I want you to see the layers. Like I can stick my finger in here. It's further down because it's down at the bottom here. So my sequence is stuck down the center. Let's move that. There we go. So that's kind of why I try to flatten it out before I stick this on. Because a lot of times if you have a pile of it and you stick this on, it wants to just hold it. But you can just knock it out of place. Look at that. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, well I was focusing on that. So I'm not sure. I think to finish it off, we have more little clouds. Let me look at the words. I think we have the word smile. I think that would be very cute. Let me see how big this is, if it can fit in here somewhere. Yeah, I think we'll put smile here. We'll put some clouds. And then I'm going to cut also the little arrow. Just have a little arrow. Let's do this guy. And I'll cut it in like that lighter pink color or something. I'll cut the word smile probably in the coral color because that's like one of my favorite colors right now. And then we have our little clouds. So I will be right back. So I cut out, let me put my little marquee away here. The smile out of actually the darker pink and then the coral color and also the purple. So I'm going to drop shadow these because that's also something we've been doing a lot of. Look at that. So I'm just going to glue those two together. And then I have my little arrow here. So let me get this guy going. Here's a little, there we go. So I'll glue together my words to make my drop shadow there. And I'll get that going on there. So cute. Oh, okay, someone. I'm dropping something off, I'm sure. Okay, let's see here. Again, I'll just get this going. I am going to put the glue right on it, but a lot of times I'll put glue on the back of my hand and then pat the little delicate items into the glue. And that's just a way of doing that. Or, you know, people like their Xyron, whatever it is that helps you get skinny things like this stuck together. And I drop shadowed so the purple is up towards the top and to, I'll say the right, but not really, it's just up. I didn't really pick a side to side. Okay, I'm gonna wait for that to stay together because I have some glue on my fingers. I was kind of looking at what I want to do with these guys. Let me put that little guy there. I don't know that I need all of these. Or we can even stack some on top of each other, right? Like this. I could also, I guess, trim it off if I wanted it to look like it goes back there because I didn't put it behind there. But for now, maybe I'll just use the one. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna wait for this to dry and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and stuck this one down. I think what I'm gonna do is put this one down a little more dimensional and then stick down the word smile. And that's it. Sweet little card. A lot going on. I have been thinking about doing that little shaker in there for a minute, and you know what? It was easy enough to just go for it, and it worked out really well. So let me, hopefully this is not clogged up. It is a little bit, but that's okay. Just need a little bit of this. There you go, see? We can still use both of them, and they look cute. I might move that a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down in this bottom corner. So thank you so much, Die Impress, for sending these items. I know the Autoship has already gone out. Well, I suppose it depends on when you signed up, but it should have been going out already. So if you don't have it yet, you will receive it soon if you're signed up for it. And have fun. Let me know what you guys think, what you guys end up making with it. And I'll hold that down a little bit better in a minute, but look at that. How fun is that? All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.